Reuse of fecal sludge in India has been going on for a long time. Even traditionally, we have been using it in our farms.
We have had sludge farms in Kerala, Punjab and Haryana, where these sludge farms are using fecal sludge coming out from septic tanks and pits.
अपने यहाँ पे अलवर शहर से हूँ और हमारे यहाँ पे अलवर में 7 टैंक हैं जो हमको हो गए 8-10 साल यहाँ पे धंधा सफाई करते हुए। तो कभी कुंडे हमको कच्चे भी मिलते हैं, कभी पक्के भी रहते हैं बहुत से। और ये इसको हम खाली कभी नाले में करते हैं, कभी खेती में काम के लिए करते हैं, क्योंकि खेती में इसमें पैदावार अच्छी होती है।
मैं टैंक चलाता हूँ और हम कुंडे साफ करते हैं। तो कुंडे का हम जो मलगम रहता है उसको हम नाले में ले जाते हैं सीटी से बाहर। काफ़ी को नाला में डाल दें, काफ़ी जमींदार डलवा लेते हैं, काफ़ी नहीं डलवाते। वो इसलिए नहीं डलवाते हैं कि बदबू मारती है, और जो डलवाते हैं उनके लिए फसल के लिए फ़ायदा है। और मैं खुद भी डालता हूँ मेरे खेतों में। ये मेरे खेत हैं, इसमें तो मैंने बोने से पहले डाला था, इसमें बोने के बाद में डाला है। खूब बढ़िया फसल होती है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಧು, ನಾನೊಬ್ಬ ರೈತನ ಮಗ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲಿಂದ ಟ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂದ 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಬಿಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪಿಟ್ಟು. ಅದನ್ನು ಡ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಮ್ಮಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗದ್ದೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆಲ್ಲಿ ತರಕಾರಿ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Fecal sludge, we know that it is a very good soil conditioner and has good nutrient value, good organic content. However, we need to take care of the pathogens which are there. We usually have helminth eggs present in the fecal sludge, which can be a problem, and therefore we need to ensure that the fecal sludge is treated appropriately before it can be reused. So fecal sludge is not equal to wastewater. Fecal sludge has got higher concentrations of organic load, it has higher concentrations of solid content, and therefore we need to treat it in such a way that these characteristics or these parameters are reduced to a level where it can be reused and does not cause a problem when during the reuse applications.
Devanali is a small town of population 30,000, and it's an historical town also. We don't have underground drainage in this town, so people mainly depends on single pit for their toilets, and they depends on municipal honeysucker for dislodging their toilet.
Vehicle will bring the sludge to our treatment system, and then first what we provide is that we provided a tank. As we know, fecal sludge has a lot of solids content compared to the wastewater. So what we did was that we took all the fecal sludge in a one tank. We allowed it to settle down. So once the settlement happens, happens like within a 3 to 4 hours. What happens? All the heavy solids get settled in the bottom. There will be clear separation happens between the solids and then water. The water which has gone from the collection tank or after sedimentation, that can go, it can be treated with a dewash approach. So by end of this planted drain bed, you will find a water which is an reusable quality, which can be reused for irrigation purpose. If you could give little more treatment, you can even go for a toilet flushing level. Then the solids which is accumulated in the tank, what we did was we allowed it to go and digested in a biogas settler. So biogas settler is nothing but it's a tank where you have provided some area for collecting a gas so that you can reuse it as a fuel, either a cooking, or you can even use it as a lamp purpose also, lightning purpose. So you can get a biogas stove or a lamp so that you can reuse it. Then the another part what it comes is also solids. So once the solids are put into the biogas, there will be a digestion happens. That solids you can take it and then you can dewater it. basically. So here dewatering is nothing but you use a filter media, a bed with the filters. So you can allow it for a dewatering. So after 10 to 12 days, the complete solids get dewatered. Again, once the solids which comes out from the drying bed, it is in a reusable quality, but what is need is that there is some kind of pathogens which can live up to 2 to 3 years that has need to be treated. From the literature and some of the practices, what we know is that by doing a co-composting of your solid waste and then also with the sludge, you can get a remove of all these pathogens, and also you can get a nutrient rich compost which can actually enhance the quality of the soils, and you get also much more yield from the farming land.
We are getting 3 byproducts from this plant. One is treated water and small amount of biogas which we are planning to use in Watchman's kitchen, and we will get some composted sludge which we are planning to use co-compost with solid waste, and we will use it as manure for farmers' land.
In 2/3 of India, which is semi-arid, where the groundwater table is low, where the sun is hot and the number of rainy days very less, every farm can become a fecal sludge treatment plant. You can imagine a honeysuckers taking the sludge to the farmer's field, well-designed compost pits receiving them, and using the famous Bangalore method of composting or the Acharya method of composting, this can be converted to nutrients and applied on the field. Indian soil lacks carbon and lacks a lot of the nutrients like NP and K. Both carbon and NPK can easily come from the fecal sludge onto the land. If we persuade the farmers to grow the right palette of crops, those which are not root-based, those which are not greens, but those which are distanced from the soil like banana or papaya, then we can build an insulation for any disease transmission. By working with the sanitation safety plan along with farmers, I think we will have solutions for fecal sludge management between cities and rural areas.
The type of reuse should depend upon level of treatment of the septage, and this should be the main criteria for deciding these appropriate septage treatment technologies. The risks associated to transfer of pathogens can be addressed through a barrier approach. The WHO guidelines for safe use of wastewater, excreta and grey water also accept low levels of treated septage for variety of agriculture uses. Restriction on use of crops that are eaten raw like radish and carrot. The application in plantations like grape and banana where there is a safe distance from soil maintained. Ensuring a withholding time period between the application and harvest to let the pathogen die off. Use of personal protective equipment. Safe food preparation methods like thorough washing, peeling and cooking.
Fecal sludge is a good soil conditioner provided we take care of pathogen and helminthus eggs. So either we treat it to the level that the pathogens die, or we use a multi-barrier approach. But the bottom line is that fecal sludge is a good resource and we should use it as a soil conditioner.